Hey, good morning, everyone. Michael Fanning, and this is warm-up 241. And today I want to talk about mindfulness. And there was an interesting little YouTube video I watched, a gentleman by the name of Leo, and he talked about the power of mindfulness. And I think, in today's day and age, with the climate that we're in right now, with everything going on, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of us that are allowing our attention to run our behaviors, but it's that negative, that anxiety, those things that are happening. And I experienced this just the other day with the, with the presidential debate, and then you saw everything that ensued after that. Everything from, the back and forth in social media to just me having conversations with people, right? And a lot of people just, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And so one of the things to help us when we're in those states of high stress and anxiety, because we know that's not good for us, is to practice mindfulness. And so I wrote some notes here. And mindfulness in real simple terms is pay attention to your attention, right? Pay attention to your attention. Our attention commands our thoughts. And one of the challenges we have today is that most of the time 50% of the time we are wondering, right? Our brains are wondering. We're in a non-conscious state, if you will. And what we're doing is we're allowing distractions and stress and anxiety, right? And we have, what's amazing about our brain is the most effective time traveler. If you think about this, your brain in a second can go to the past, in a second can go to the future, or it can be in the present. The unfortunate part is most of the time we're going to the past or the future and we're not really in the present. And mindfulness is being in the present. So let me kind of give you some ideas around here. So it's being in the moment. So mindfulness, if you think about the definition of it, it's being in the moment and having conscious observation of yourself without judgment. So if you want to try this right now, if you pause this video you're watching of me right now and just for 60 seconds set a timer and just say your name and think about yourself and see if you can do that. And what you'll find is it's hard because wandering thoughts come in, right? And pretty soon we're not even on the task at hand, and we can't even do that for 60 seconds. So being mindful is being aware of yourself in the moment without judgment. You're an observer. You're actually observing yourself. So you're thinking about, okay, what am I doing right now? And the reason why this is so important is because most of us, and he says in his talk, he says, we're all stimulus-driven creatures. Most of us aren't really conscious. Most of the time, we're just driven by stimulus. So, for example, the debate happens, and no matter what your thoughts were on the debate or who your candidate is that you're supporting, you had an emotional reaction to that situation, and then it drives our thoughts, it drives our actions, right? And instead, what we do is we stop for a second. So this happened to me the other day, is that I posted something, and it was a factual piece, and then there was somebody who chimed in, and immediately, right, my attention went to my emotion, and instead I said, wait a second, be mindful, be mindful. And so here's what mindful is. When you think about being mindful, think about the next time that you have any type of negative emotion. So when you have a negative emotions, right, that's when we're least conscious. That's when we're in that primal brain where we're just reacting. And what I want you to do is I want you to step back and become an observer. It's almost like you step out of your body and you're looking down at yourself and you're listening to what's going on and you're letting those thoughts play out, right? So you're letting that negative thought play out and you're hearing all those things that are going on, but you're not giving it any judgment. You're just listening to it. And what you'll find is that as you see that happen, that negative emotion will play out without you actually taking an action because you're just hearing it in your head, and then it will diminish. And the more that you can do that in situations, here's what I will tell you, the more that you practice mindfulness, the more emotional regulation you will create in yourself, the better you are at listening and understanding other people, the less reactionary you become, and you build psychological flexibility. But it's not easy to do, and you have to think about it and be conscious and not non-conscious, right? In that non-conscious state. You have to, in the moment, so for example, if you are driving your car and you have road rage, right? Can you be mindful in that situation? Say, stop, observe myself. Let my thoughts play out, let my thoughts diminish, and then identify what caused that emotion. Okay, that's mindfulness. And what I will tell you is that if you want to reduce your stress and reduce your anxiety and really get control of your emotional regulation, mindfulness is the way to do it. I'm going to put a video link that Leo did in this warm-up this morning. Watch it and then see if you can practice that. right? See how often during the course of the day you can practice mindfulness. All right, everyone, hope that helps. Hey, make it a great day. Be awesome and help somebody. And remember to vote. And I promise I will get back on that Revolution board. I've got to get back on that to show you guys how I've been doing. I have been doing it. I just haven't been videoing it just because the weather has changed and I like to do it outside. And it's been kind of wet and dewy outside every morning. All right. Have a good one. Talk to you later.